right, Bill. Let's get right into this one this week. So I'm starting off with your axle push press as we get ready for the push press away. Okay, so just as a reminder from last week, what I cued you to work on here a little bit was finding balance and being able to push off the clavicle, and I think you nailed that. Every single rep that I was looking at on every set this week looked like you were dipping and driving really well, straight up and down, which is what we're looking for. And when you were dipping and driving, everything went straight through the bar. There wasn't any kind of like dip and drive that went through the hands. So I like this. I like this quite a bit. I just want to keep this up. If we keep doing this through the rest of our training period, I think you're going to have a really good day. And we'll actually going forward, what we're going to do starting next week is add in some more cleans for these. So we're going to get our full axle cleans in as well, and that should start feeling a little bit better, a little bit more natural. Beautiful job. Excellent job on that push press, man. Absolutely love it. The next one that I have queued up here is your deadlift. And again, just to bring back what we were working on from last week, I think I cued you on a few things, but a big one that I cued you on that is just beautiful here, man, is keeping one point of focus with your eyes and then thinking about almost pushing through the legs straight up and down. And I can't even tell you the difference here. This looks absolutely perfect. Everything looks very balanced. Everything looks easy for you. You look comfortable in this position, and you're not even wearing a belt for this one. So, my man, that's awesome. You just keep this up, and car deadlift on the day is going to feel pretty good too. Remember, car deadlift feels a little bit better, especially than these floating deadlifts. And these floating deadlifts aren't going to last much longer. These are building up. They're a little bit hypertrophy building, but they're also building up just the ability to keep high reps with a lot of tension for a long time, which is, if you really get good at a car deadlift, you can do a lot of reps. So I'm trying to get you ready for the car deadlift being a really good event that I think you can get a lot of reps in. This is going to be awesome. Soon we'll be able to drop it and put it on the ground, and that's going to feel a lot better too. Really fast, you're going to start being able to put some weight on the bar. And I think you'll have a good time at that point. Let's see. I started your yoke run kind of in the middle because I was reviewing it a little bit. But your yokes are, first of all, I should say this: your pacing looks good. You start off, you don't sprint the start, which is perfect. I really like that you take your time in the beginning and then you build up speed as you go. It's exactly how I would have taught anybody else to do it if they hadn't done one before, and you're nailing it. The pick looks a little uncomfortable. It doesn't look as strong as I know that you are. One of the things that happens is when you pick the bar up, the first thing you start with wide feet and your feet come in a step. Let's see if we can rewind the video and look at that. So you start with a little bit outside of hip width feet, and then the first thing that happens is they step in, and you're in more of a normal walking width. I really think that if we can bring your feet in a little bit, the first few steps will feel better. Play with that. It's not an end-all be-all. If your pick feels terrible, because you're gonna feel your legs a lot more, you won't have as much hips with your feet in closer. And if picking the bar up off the floor just feels awful because of that, then we might find a nice middle balance where we start wider to pick it up, and then we walk our feet in as we go. It's not the end of the world. It just makes that first maybe 10-foot little portion wobble and slows you down a little bit. So instead of getting a good head of steam, it makes you get your feet under you first. And because this is going to be two really short and heavy yoke walks, those first few feet, if we can get comfortable and efficient in those first few feet, we'll be able to make up a lot of time and have a really good run. So let's try that. Let's just bring your feet in slightly, maybe a step, so that you can stand up and then lean forward slightly. And as soon as the weight starts going forward, you just follow right along. Just going for a walk with a little bit of weight on your back. No big deal. You've done these a million times, I know. And I think we've actually done the same weight before, so I think this is going to be just fine. Great progress this week. Keep it up. Good job.